Yep. But with the Koreans standing off, it carried all the way to Danilo, who charged in from right back for his first Brazilian goal. 3-0.
And it just goes to show that sometimes you can have the numbers back defensively and still give up a goal, still give up goal-scoring chances, because it's not so much about the numbers, it's about the marking and reading the spaces, reading the players, and being aggressive when it comes to the ball. And the spacing was all off for the Korea Republic defense, and Danilo timing his run very well. And the left back setting up the right back for that third goal.
Carries all the way to the far side. Danilo with a little pep in his step. And again, a player that was in some ways ridiculed, cast off from early in his European career, but now stepping in at Juventus and giving them a little bit of depth, and now also earning the faith and trust of teams.
Like at Real Madrid, his confidence was torn down. Pep gave him some good run, gave him some good playing time, but he eventually found his way to Juve. One thing we know about Juventus, they want to win that Champions League, and they're trying to build depth, and they have quality depth at pretty much every position.
So 3-0 for Brazil on a bit of good fortune. In for Jesus, Paquetá back, and they'll swing it around. Fabinho, eyes in the back of his head.
Dangerous what Korea is playing here, trying to press a little bit, put some pressure on the ball. It's leaving holes in the back line of the defense. Korean.
One touch low, he likes that.
Yep.
And I think Richarlison kicking himself just a little bit. Could have been a better ball, but Richarlison seemed to be caught flat-footed.
Yeah, a little slow to react to that one-time pass by Renan Lodi. There's the goal. There's at least 7 Korea defenders in the penalty area, and that ball filters all the way through to Danilo.
Again, just a friendly.
Yeah.
But his first win since June. Well, bar an amazing comeback in this final half hour.
And it's been a Lucas Paquetá goal was some, I wouldn't say lazy marking, but certainly wasn't as tight as it should be. The Coutinho goal was just free kick golazo. And then Danilo, that ball should not get to Danilo when there's 7 defenders in the penalty area. These are things that Paulo Bento have to fix pretty soon.
The line. Song. 2 goals in that Sri Lanka game himself. Draws the foul. That's about 5 yards from the goal line. And a free kick opportunity for the Koreans. Korea about ready to make the first change. And it's going to be in the midfield. Who's coming out? It'll be Hwang. So taking one wing out. And Na Sang-ho, the 23-year-old from Tokyo, is about to check in for his 10th cap.
I thought Hwang Hee-chan on that right side, he had some good moments in the first half. Very little influence in the second half.
Inside and cleared. Alisson relying on his defense. By the way, speaking of that, maybe one of the better performances for Eder Militao as well for Brazil. Thiago Silva still the man, although getting up there.
Eventually, they're going to have to transition from Thiago Silva to either Eder Militao.
Felipe also getting a call up on this. Ball sails over everyone. Silva now 35. But the way he takes care of himself and the way he partners with Marquinhos, he might be able to make it to the World Cup. Although, considering it will come later in the year, he would be 38 at the time. That's asking a lot.
He might not have 90 minutes in his legs by then. But you can still bring him as part of the 23-man squad. He doesn't have to be the starter, but someone you can bring in for 10, 15 minutes as an extra defender to hold on to a lead. So he still has a lot of worth and value to the Brazilian national team if he can't get the 90 minute, doesn't have the 90 minutes in his legs.
Miranda actually a couple of weeks older. He's getting up there as well. So maybe Rodrigo Caio and Samir both could be in the picture. Of course, Rodrigo, haven't heard if this was an official reason from Chiche. A little busy with the Copa Libertadores final coming up for Flamengo against River Plate. Of course, you can catch that on beIN Sports as well. Chance for Lee. Dishes wide. Kim takes the one touch, forces the cross in. Not trying to get the touch, but Brazil coming away, and Coutinho through the spinning door. Now the flag come up, it stays down here. Richarlison, ball popped up, and he still almost finds the corner.
Brazil, we know that they can build the attack with possession. But one other thing we know about Brazilian football, clever, intelligent footballers, when the opportunity presents itself on the counterattack, they can make it happen as well. Coutinho, with the beautiful ballet footwork, give himself a little bit of space, playing it out wide, and then the quick switch to Richarlison. I thought Richarlison at first would try to go far post. That's what opened up, or at least looked like it opened up for him in the far post, but I think he was a little too deep in the penalty area, so he tried to roof the shot near post. But still, Brazil always dangerous, with or without the ball. Tried to go near post with it there. I thought far post would be the better option, but I think that touch with the knee carried him a little too deep in the penalty area, so he had to left foot that shot to the near post.
And on low, again, Brazil does not like just to whack it away. Marquinhos does that time, but Coutinho stripped. Son looked like he went through the legs before he had his legs taken out. Referee right there. And now let's see, he'll stop the play. I don't think he's called a foul. It's more just because Son appears to be in pain. Take another look.
Well, first of all, well done by Ju Yu Wong to win the ball off of Coutinho, get it to Son, and then Son bursting forward. And it looks like Danilo. I think Danilo fouls him there. Stops the progress of Son, doesn't make any contact with the ball.
Chiche. A return, by the way, to the Emirates. He's actually in charge of a couple of UAE teams. Al Ain back in 2007, Al Wahda a few years later, before he headed back to Brazil to embellish his Corinthians career.
I think won another Brasileirão title in his second stint, or in the stint after the stint that he got the Libertadores. So a beloved figure, to say the least, for Ochimao. There was actually talk, I think after he won the first Libertadores in the Club World Cup, there was rumors that he was going to take the Inter job, Internazionale in Italy. Not Internazionale Porto Alegre. There was some rumors that they might have, the Nerazzurri might actually hire him as their manager. Didn't go through, obviously, but that was the kind of the regard he was held in at the time.
pressure gifted away by Kim Moon-hwan. Quickly down the middle, Jesus drags, drives, shoots, but wide.
Gabi Jesus. Well, that's that center forward striker mentality. But when he looks at the film, he's going to see that he has Lucas Paquetá to his right. He actually opens up, looks like he's going to pass to Lucas Paquetá. Instead, runs away from Paquetá in the defense and then tries to beat the goalkeeper near post. I think if he actually makes the pass, because he opens up his hips as if to make that pass, that through ball to Paquetá was making a great run into that right middle channel. If he makes the pass to Paquetá, he's one-on-one against the goalkeeper. We could be looking at 4-0 for Brazil. A little bit selfish there by Gabi Jesus, but when you wear that number 9, you have that confidence that you can score when you get in the penalty area. And he has that confidence, just made the wrong decision.
Another chance, Kim trying to direct traffic, and then forgets to hit the accelerator. Good run by Son. Good step up here, though. Shot from distance. Allison volleys it into the air. Cleared by Eder. Still in danger. Korea fighting for a little bit of consolation here. And it finally trickles across as Na can't keep it in. Take another look at this blast from Kim Jin-soo.
Ooh, this is a glove burner.
Lucas Paquetá did not hear the footsteps.
Well done by Kim Jin-soo.
That one had some knuckle to it.
Well, Korea have had have shown some opportunities where they find some spaces in that Brazilian defense. I'm sure Chichi, when he looks back at the tape, if it remains 3-0, he's going to get a clean sheet, but it's not going to be like a tight, defensively earned clean sheet. It's just Korea have been able to find some spaces, and they just haven't converted on their opportunities.
Well, let's see what Brazil can do. Already have 3 to their name. And Lodi. Finding the gaps on a hop. Arthur, not that far off target. Fans enjoying themselves in this final 15 minutes approaching.
I think Koreans are worried about the counterattack. They're not pushing as many numbers forward to play the ball back. Obviously, the 3-0 disadvantage for Korea. It's a legitimate concern. I think these are the kind of matches, those friendlies, where you're down 3-0 and be aggressive going forward. Get those numbers forward. See what happens.
Knotted down, cleared away. Danilo, who might have gifted one, this one slapped over by Allison, helping to block, and then Son from distance again. The aggressors in the second half have been the Koreans.
Absolutely. No chance here by Son, but it's actually started getting into the area and disrupting the Brazilian defense. And eventually back out for the captain.
Another change for the Koreans. Chang Kwon checking in from the corner. Son cleared out, regathered by Kim. Just a little high for Kim Jin-soo. Back for Son on this near side. There you see the change. Chung Hoon Kwan. Will he get a chance here? It flashed past 3 red jerseys, and again, it's Kim Jin-soo at the back post, but he doesn't catch it clean. Kenan Lodi paying the price on this near side.
How about Kim Jin-soo? He's been very active in this second half. He was a player that stood out for me in the first half as well, the left back of Korea. Been impressed with his performance, the left back for Korea, the Beijing Guan-based defender.
Guan, the Freiburg-based midfielder, getting his 23rd cap. Still hope we get a chance to see the little genius in Lee Kang-in just starting to force his way into this Korean side.
Yeah, I hope so too. I really want to see that the youngster have a chance to run and play against this Brazilian midfield and defense. That would be intriguing. Very curious to see how he would fare.
A couple of changes suiting up for Brazil as well. Douglas Luiz just loosening up. Santos as well. Emerson could be making his debut.
Play up top with Wang, Guizhou.
So 4 attackers. Jung and Zhu currently holding the midfield. Threaded across from Marquinhos. Not sure he gets anywhere near as much